Hi coloring friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am back today with my penguin mandala, and I am going to attempt to do sort of a Northern Lights looking background on this. I have been back and forth about whether I want to attempt this, and I don't want to ruin the picture because I like how it turned out the way it is, but I have decided I'm just going to go for it. So I have done many color combination and swatch, sorry, trying to figure out what colors I want to use and how on earth I want this to look. I checked Instagram and looked for other people who've done Northern Lights type pictures and tried to get some ideas on colors from that. So we are just going to go for it, and it may turn out terribly and I may ruin the picture. There's a distinct possibility of that, but it's just for fun and I wanted to go for it. And I think if I can make it look the way I'm envisioning it, it could look really cool. So we are going to go for it. Now I drew some lines in here for where I'd like the colors to be separated. So I'm doing sort of the dark blue, purpley into pinks portion, and then there are ribbons of sort of a turquoisey to vibrant, almost neon-y green in the other section. So we will attempt and see how it goes. I think I maybe went too quick to light on that one. Let's see if I can add a little more dark, because this at the bottom is going to be the darkest portions. So we're going to add a little more to the dark there. There we go. Yeah, and like I said, this is all in good fun. So just playing with pencils. I decided to choose my Black Widow sets that I have to use because I recently got the Monarch set and I haven't done a lot with it yet. And I thought this was a good excuse to play with the colors and try them out. So I have, I believe, a mix of the Monarchs and the Scorpions, and I'm not sure if I chose any other ones from it. I will have to take a look and see. From any other sets, I mean. So, oops, let's see. I've gotten my colors out of order. I think that was the next lightest. And I'm trying to just kind of feather one color into the next as I go up the page, or out, I guess, out from the center of the circle. So we will see how it goes. I think it may take a couple of layers to get the coverage that I'm looking for, especially on this Amazon paper. We'll just go back over the previous and then continue it up and around. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, so far I don't hate it. That's a good good first step there. All right, we're gonna just, and I will have to see if I'm gonna have to erase pencil lines as I go. I would imagine when I get to the lighter colors, I'm gonna have to erase that because I think you will be able to see it. These lighter colors are just not going to cover it, so yep, so I'm going to have to go back and erase. I'm just going to carry that color down, keep the blend going. I don't know, I will have to see if I need to go back over with another layer. I might be okay with just one layer. Just erase my little pencil line there and there. And I should still be able to see a slight faint outline of it to know where I'm going. But, okay, so then we're gonna continue up with our next lightest color. Once I get this first purple section done, I will let you know what color specifically I'm using. That one is very, very close to the previous one, isn't it? Yeah, I think I probably will do a second layer just to make the color a little more pronounced. See a little less of that tooth coming through. A little too toothy. All right. Well, that is the first portion. I think I went a little too far over. I wonder if it'll let me erase at all. There we go, because I think I meant to have that green color kind of winding that way. So, all right. Now, before I go back through with my second layer, I will show you what I'm using here. So I have the darkest blue is the Scorpion Galaxy Blue. I'm trying to see if you can even read that. It doesn't want to focus very well, does it? Yep, Scorpion Galaxy Blue. And then the next color, the darker purple, is the Deep Purple from the Scorpion line. And then I moved into this lavender from the Monarch line. And then it's the tulip from the, oh, I'm sorry, I do have a Cobra in here, from the Cobra line. And then into the pastel purple from the Scorpion line. And then the last color in that is the pig's ear from the Scorpion line. Now the pastel purple from the Scorpion and the tulip from the Cobra really, really look a lot alike, so there's not a huge distinction of color there, color variation, but it's okay because, I mean, the whole point is I want it all to blend together nicely anyway, so. There we go. I'm just going to take that blue up a little bit further than I did the last time. So I want it to be clear that this is the blue sky, the dark blue sky portion of the night sky. So, all right. Yeah, this is quite a bit out of my comfort zone. I fairly new to the concept of backgrounds. I mean, it wasn't anything I ever thought of doing before watching YouTubers do backgrounds. So, you know, I've kind of learned as I watched and experimented a little bit, but, and in all honesty, backgrounds are not my favorite thing. There's a lot of pictures I do where I am just happy with the way it looks, with the white behind it, and I don't want to add a background. It's not my favorite thing in the world. So sometimes I feel like for my pictures, it would take away from it to do a background. So it is not something I naturally do all the time. And not something I'm used to doing. So this is a bit out of my comfort zone, but that's part of what's fun about it, is challenging yourself and trying out some new things. So let's see, can't remember if I did, I think that's slightly, the pastel purple slightly pinkier. I think that's why I used that as a color in the mix, because it made a pretty good bridge into the pink tone that I have here. All right, carry that all the way down through, kind of blend as I go. And then I've got the pastel purple. There we go. Take that down. And then I have the pig's ear. I love that color, for that name for a color. I think that's so cute. And a pretty good fit for the color. All right, here we go. Blend that through a little bit. Okay, so there's the first section. I've got another little darker sky portion right here by his feet, so I'm going to go ahead and get that too. I'm using pretty heavy pressure at the very bottom because I want that to be my very deepest blue sky there. And then just try to feather up a touch. So I can add in a bit of the darker purple here. Okay. Well, the good news is so far I don't absolutely hate it, but I haven't added the greeny colors that I have picked out yet, which is the more intimidating part of this. So we'll see. I'm going to go a little lighter here just to go. Blend that up a little bit. Okay. So I think the time has come that I need to jump out again and grab my greens that I have planned out and start tackling that bit. So let me pull those over here, and this entire set that I've chosen is from the Monarch collection. So all right, so we're gonna start with the turquoisey blue here. I want to get it on the penguin body, but I want it to be right up close to him. Okay. And I'm not as worried about blending this section into the previous section. I kind of want it to be more of a stripy color variation, just because with the Northern Lights, you know, well, the take on it that I'm doing is that there's waves of the color in the sky, so that is what I'm going for here. So I don't need it to blend perfectly into the previous color. All right, so we're gonna go here next. We're starting to lighten it up now. I've got that little portion under his arm there that I need to hit too with the purpley mix. Okay. Then we're gonna go and I will let you know what these greens are that I'm using as well. Greens and turquoisey-ness. Okay, we're gonna feather here. I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should have gone up a little higher with the turquoisey color, but we'll see. I still have 4 more colors in this mix to blend in here, so I got a ways to go with these. And I'm going to need to erase that line there again. Okay. And then, okay, now we're getting into the very bright greens here. Blend that into the last one. There we go. And our brightest green, the scariest one of the bunch. Almost yellow. Some might argue that it is yellow. Take that down. There we go. I'm not sure. All right. I want to see what it looks like with the purple on the other side of it first before I make a judgment on that, but I'm not sure. Not sure yet. Okay, so this area here under him is going to be sort of the mid-tone purpley. There we go. All right. Just go over that with a touch of the lighter purple there. The very corner. There we go. And then I had gotten this milk color out because I wanted to use that to just blend this up through. So go ahead and do that real quick. And I need to erase my pencil line there. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate it. I'm not sure I love it. I don't hate it. It's pretty colors. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you the colors I used on the green portion of it real quick. So I used the Monarch Opal. That's the darkest turquoisey shade there. And then I went into Monarch Emerald. And then when we got more into the greens, we're going to Sapphire. Sorry, hopefully you can actually read those. And then we have the green slime, another awesome name for a pencil. Then we have cool green. And then that yellowy green is passion, which I'm not sure where that one's coming from. That's an odd name for that color. And then, like I said, I had the milk here just to use as kind of a blender. So that is the green portion of the pencils. Okay, so now what do I want to do? I want to... Oh, I don't know if I'm going to ruin it doing this, but... just bring that blue back a little bit. I don't know, that may have been a mistake. That's okay. Let's try and blend it a bit, see if I can get it. Because I'd really like this to be more of the blue sky portion of the... Now I need to stop messing with it and just leave it be. Let's see if I can kind of blend that in a little bit better. Anybody screaming at me going, no, what are you doing? Anybody? Because I think I'm doing that to myself right now. That's okay. All right. Yeah, I do not love the blue up there. I should have left that alone. Let's see what I can do here. First off, I need to erase this line here. And then I'm going to see if I can take up some of that blue and then just go back over it with pink again with my pig's ear. I think I may be able to do that. Yeah, sometimes less is more. Let me grab a brush here. Excuse my arm. Brush off those flakies. All right, let's see if I can damage control my mess here. That was just silly. It's okay. There we go. All right, that's a little better. Okay, I think I salvaged it a bit. Lesson learned, don't mess with it. All right, so then here, this portion of the sky is going to be sort of mid-tone purpley at the very bottom, going up into the pink areas. So let me grab my mid-tone here. And way in here, we're going to go with the deepest shade. That'll tie in with what's under his arm here. And I'm just gonna kind of feather it up around him. I want that to be the deepest area in here. Okay. All right. And then just a little here, but most of this is going to be the lighter purples and pinks. Okay. All right, there's our lowest color for that section. And then I'm going to do tulip. Okay. It's interesting, the different consistencies. Like tulip, it seems creamier than, well, let's see. This is, tulip is a Cobra, and the lavender I was just using is a Monarch, so that's interesting. I feel like the Cobra one is a bit creamier. It just kind of squishes down into the paper a little better. I don't know if anybody else has found that, if they have both sets, but yeah, that's kind of interesting. There's a difference in how it's going down on the paper here. Maybe it's just me, but, or maybe it's just because it's a lighter color. I don't know, but I'm just seeing a difference there. All right, then I'm gonna go with the pastel purple. That's my pinkier purple. Because we are almost to the top, so we're gonna start blending into our pink area. Okay. I don't really want to leave a huge pink section up there. I really want it to be more purpley than pink, so we're gonna just leave a little space at the top for that bit. I think I went onto his little flipper a bit. That's okay, I can erase that. And we'll just blend in our pink at the very top. And I'm not adding any more blue. I learned my lesson. Right. Well, this is in no way a tutorial, but hopefully you enjoy seeing my process here and kind of taking an idea and running with it a bit. I think I kind of want to darken up that purple just a touch more. It's like I said, I want this to be more purpley than pink, so all right. That's looking a little better. A little more like I had in mind. I'm going to do a little bit more on camera. I might do this next section is going to be a green here, and then this one here is going to be a purple again. So I might do just that bit more, just so you can see how it's coming together. But I don't want this to be hours and hours long, so I think I'll stop it there and then you know, you'll have the idea of what I was going for here. And then, of course, I hope I will finish it up before my end of the month's wrap up video. It is the 27th of January today, so we'll see. Let's see if I can get this all finished. It's been a bit crazy at work because a lot of my coworkers or their family came down with COVID, and they have company policy is you have to be out 10 days if you are exposed close contact with COVID. So there's been a lot of people out, and excuse me, my voice is going for some reason. I'm okay. But there's been a lot of people out, and we didn't have a huge staff we were working with to begin with, so I've had a lot of extra hours. All those hours that I missed when I was having a leave of absence for my husband, I am definitely making up for now, which is good for the budget, but it definitely makes everything else harder, especially when you have kids and activities and, you know, a house to keep up. And but I have still been coloring plenty. So I have lots of good things to show in my end of the month video. I'm excited about that. I really need, next month, I'm going to try to focus some of my want to color choices more on the books that I chose in my what I'd like to color complete in 2022. Not to, you know, force myself into coloring something that I don't want to. I'm excited to color them, but I would like to keep on with that goal as much as I can. So in order to do that, those books need to be in my mix every month. So this month, I think only 2 of them were. But again, I'm also going to color just things that look fun that I want to color. I like coloring seasonally, so, you know, this month I was drawn to more of the wintry pictures. And so that is the plan for next month, which I'm excited about. I'm excited every month. I think that's one of my favorite things is picking out the stuff that I want to work on next month. And, you know, looking through all my books and just enjoying what's in them. That's always a lot of fun. And I don't know why, that's honestly, I think one of my favorite videos to watch of other people too is what they plan on coloring the next month. I just like seeing what people have and what they want to tackle, and it's just fun. I enjoy that. I think I'm a big goal setter. I like having something to shoot for, so I think I just enjoy seeing that. And once again, I went into his poor little flipper here. But, okay, so there's the next green portion of that. I kind of like that part. So here I'm back down in the darker blue. That's the part I think that's throwing me off, is I don't like the way that's, maybe I just, I don't know. Again, I need to stop messing with it. Stop it. Okay, not gonna mess with it. We're just gonna go with it. So we're gonna go with the darkest blue at the bottom. That is the Galaxy Blue. It's a pretty blue. All right, and speaking to the pencils, I actually really like the way they're, for the most part, the way they're working on this paper. I mean, you kind of have to accept, I think, with the Amazon paper that it's not gonna look all, I don't know, as smooth as you know, something in a Johanna Basford book or a Hannah Carlzon or something. You know, it's just not that paper, so it's not gonna look that way. Let's see, I need my deep purple next. Almost skipped ahead there. So we're gonna go deep purple next. Take it over the blue. There we go. Okay. Just gonna feather it a bit. And I don't know why I feel like the bluey purple portion needs a second layer more than the greens do. They seem to be laying down a little bit smoother. Maybe it's just the darker color. You can kind of see more of the white of the paper, the tooth coming through. I think that's probably what's going on, but the second layer does help with this combination of colors. All right. We have that, and then I'm going to continue that over on this side. Let that expand out into our lightest colors. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I have a, how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 would be this one. I have five whips that I'd really like to get finished for the end of the month, but this is my last day off for the rest of the month. I'm working every other day. I think my next day off is, yeah, I think my next day off is February 1st, so on top of that, we had price changes going on. I work in retail, so we had price changes going on throughout the entire store. And yeah, so it's been busy. So they bumped up hours to account for that kind of stuff too. So where before I was having a lot of days where I'd work 5 to 6 hours in a shift, this past couple week or so, has been 8-hour shifts, and which, like I said, good for the budget, but it does get quite exhausting too, because you're on your feet all day and quite often running from the front of the store to the back of the store, and you know, all over the place, and lifting stuff and stocking, and so it does wear you down. And at the end of the day, I can feel it. Luckily, I like my job and like the people I work with, and the customers in general are wonderful. So, I mean, you'll always have your grouchy person here or there. I mean, really, when I get those, I try to just think that I don't know what's going on in their life, and I don't know how their day has been. And, you know, sometimes people can't hold it together. Sometimes, you know, a coupon not working at the store is the straw that broke the camel's back for their day. So try to just not take it personally and show them kindness and send them on their way with that. Okay. Let's see here. Trying to decide. I don't know. This blue at the bottom's throwing me off. I feel like either it just needs to be more blue maybe, or maybe the blue shouldn't have even been there in the first place. I don't know. Can't figure out what's bothering me about it, but something's bothering me. Maybe that's it. Maybe it just needs to come up a bit more. I'm scared to mess with it now, though. Okay, so then this little piece here is going to be blue as well. There we go. Fading into the purple. Okay. I was going to say, I really hope I've been on camera here because I haven't looked in a while. Oopsie. Okay. Go into our purple here. I'm going to need to take that blue up a bit more. I can already tell. It just makes sense with the way the rest of it is to have it up higher. And I think here too. Oh, I need to stop messing with it. Stop messing with it. Okay. There we go. All right. That is a good start there. I don't hate it. That's all I'm committing to right now. I'm concerned that once I do that all the way around, it's going to be a lot. But I don't know. It could end up really working. I think in the interest of time, though, I am going to cut it here. And I will keep working on this off camera and hopefully have it to show in my January completed pages. So that's going to be a goal. It's kind of relaxing. I kind of like blending the shades together up like that. Kind of fun to do. And it's all pretty colors, so it's fun to use lots of pretty colors. So thank you so much for watching me bumble through this background here. Like I said, it's a bit out of my comfort zone. I'm not used to doing backgrounds, but I'd like to be better at it. So in order to do that, I have to keep trying. So that's what this was. And I thank you for joining me and checking out this attempt at a technique. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join me again for the next one. And I will see you then. Bye.